Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to type a math symbol or equation in your post, in your message. Now, suppose we wanted to post a question on the forum, and you just click forum. And here, let's see what forums or posts already there. So this is our class discussion forum. I click that. And there's one here. It says how to type an equation in a post. So let's click to see what it is. Okay, so here we see there is a message here that says, what is the quadratic formula is and what is the tip. Okay, well, I created this one purposely because we needed to practice how to type, this equation, in a post. Okay. In doing so, there are two ways to enter a mode where you can type the code of this expression. And one of them involves using or pushing the tick key on your keyboard. Okay, so the tick key is right here. If you have a standard keyboard, it is under escape key, and it's shared with the key tilde, so that's tick. If you have a keyboard, you can try to find it. If you don't have a keyboard, you can ignore this one. You can use another method. Okay, so now let's suppose we want to reply to this post, and we needed to practice how to type the quadratic formula in our reply. So you would click reply. And so here's the window for reply. And if you scroll down, you can see that the original post is here. And we wanted to just to practice typing the same question. So here is the quadratic formula. So this part is just, typical. So now we're going to type the quadratic formula. There are two ways to, to enter the typing mode of this editor. The first one is just look at on your screen here. You can see there's a icon that's sigma plus. You can just click that, and you're going to see a red box with two ticks into it. You can also get this same box just by pushing the tick that I mentioned earlier. So now, no matter which way, you're going to get this red box for you to type the code of your expression. In this case, we're going to type the quadratic formula. And the code for this quadratic formula is, okay, so let's say here, go x12. So it's x, and 1, 2 here are subscript. So we're going to type underscore and put a 1 and 2 between parentheses. If your subscript is a single character, you do not have to use parentheses. Now this next one is equal sign. And now notice that the next part here is a fraction. And the numerator is is an expression. So we use parentheses to enclose that. We have a negative b. And the next one is another symbol that's plus minus. Now, if you have a symbol that you do not know what is the code, you can come here. You can click this second icon here, which says math symbols. And if you click that, and you're going to see a table that appears. And in this table, you can find most of the common symbols. For example, here's plus minus. You move the cursor here, and you can see next to this one is it shows the code, which is plus followed by minus. You can double click this one, and you can just click this one, or you can type the code right here. Now, next one is the square root. You can use the same way to find the code for square root. but since the square root is pretty common, and it's its code is just the shorthand of square root, so SQRT, then parentheses b squared minus 4ac, parentheses. So this will be the numerator over 2a. That's the denominator. So this will be the code for the quadratic formula. Once you are done, you can move the cursor, using the right arrow key, or just click anywhere outside this one. Then you see the this expression you want to type, and that's it. So that's then you can post reply, and I can see here this is the original post, and our post is here, even though it's the same. Okay, so that's how you type an expression in your equation. Now, if you wanted to do the same thing in a message, you use it. The way to do it is the same. Now, before I end, let me point out a file where you can have a bit more information. So let's go back to the home page of our course, and you see here, you go to resources, and then on resource here you have a file called help on typing math in message or forum. You click that, and this gives you a description how to type, and what is a good practice. Okay. So for example, if you need to type a message, it is some good practice will be helpful. So for example, you between this expression and this expression, both are math expressions, it's better to have a non-symbol character between them. For example, it could be a space, could be a word, could be a punctuation. This will avoid some issue with math symbols. So the next one will be a bad example. So this expression has between them there's no space, and there's and before this one and after this one there are no non-symbol character. So follow this practice, it will avoid some bad issue. Okay, and at the end there are some references. Only if you are interested you can read them. Otherwise, just ignore them. Okay, so that's this the video. I hope it's helpful.